records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Bucs kicker Ryan Succop about set, and off we go from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Foreman in last week's contest. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The Panthers had 10-5 to start play, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They run again with Foreman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Rashard Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Here's Foreman. They're only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Ty Davis-Price, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Ty Davis-Price. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now Brady. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Nifty move. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd down, here's Davis-Price. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. They'll run with Foreman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Davis-Price on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. 2nd down, and again it's Davis-Price. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Back-to-back incompletions, and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And for back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing now is Brady. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Brady to his tight end, Braid, for the Tampa Bay first. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on first down is Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Brady's throw there complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Brady to throw again. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now Brady again. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Brady. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So we've come upon halftime. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Brady going to throw. He hits Beasley right side. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. Again, it's Brady. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Leonard Fournette, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Well, these two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to look deep for more. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 76 yards. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we...
They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Brady now to throw. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a throw here to his running back. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Davis Price up the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A carry for Foreman, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, it's Foreman. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield down. They'll set up the screen for Davis Price. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Foreman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll go with Foreman, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one, and the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Brady now on 1st down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. Brady now on 1st down. Evans has it left side. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Brady. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Brady got to have this one. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Carolina, they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaud.